we've definitely heard shots. I live in the east side.
There's always like the really tragic incidents where like a little kid somehow just finds a loaded gun.
I mean, I have friends that are dead from gun violence.
After the shooting at Appalachia High School, less than 30 miles away from Athens.
After the tragic shooting at Barrow County, more information on a past investigation.
For the 2 teachers and 2 students that died, as well as the 9 people that were injured.
The conversation around safety has intensified. In 2022, over 48,000 people in America died from gunshots. That's about 1 death every 11 minutes. These incidents of gun violence have led community leaders and residents to talk about solutions.
Guns are way too easy to get.
You should be able to protect yourself. You shouldn't have to be a victim.
The more we can treat these problems as healthcare crises and look for healthcare solutions and economic solutions rather than treating them as like issues of crime and problems of character, I think we'll have more success.
It's a responsibility of the gun owner to safely put their guns where no one can get to them.
We wanted to find out what it took to legally buy a gun here in Georgia, so I'm here now in the parking lot of a local gun shop to buy one myself. Right now it is 2:18 in the afternoon, so let's find out what it takes to buy a gun and how long it takes me.
560-50.
Okay. I am back. I purchased the gun and it is currently 2:43 in the afternoon. I want to say it probably took about 3 minutes whenever we got back in the car to get everything set up. So yeah, I would say about 20 minutes to buy a firearm in Georgia. But not all guns are obtained legally like mine. The Athens-Clarke County Police Department has noticed a concerning trend.
They can't go to a gun store. They're either too young or they're a felon and they can't get it. So what they do is they resort to going into parking garages or places where there's lots of vehicles and hoping to get at least 1 or 2 guns out of car. We see lots of juveniles with guns that are 14, 15 years old.
Youth are often at the top of the gun violence discussion. Allison Warren, Director of Clinical Training and Youth Specialty Services at Advantage Behavioral Health, says mental well-being can be a key factor in fostering a safer community.
We all can help because it only takes one trusted adult to make a difference in a child's life.
Advantage BHS has youth services like Apex and Remix. These programs focus on crisis intervention, a more effective and consistent way to help kids and teens learn to deal with their emotions.
People who know how to handle strong emotions are healthier people and thus less violent people.
Advantage BHS teams up with schools in Clarke County to bring in specialized mental health counselors. Apex provides therapy for students facing challenges that affect their learning and well-being.
When they're engaged in productive, structured type of activities, there's less opportunity for them to be vulnerable for looking for connection.
Currently serving 12 schools across Madison, Oglethorpe, and Clarke counties, Advantage BHS also offers mental health training for educators and the community to better support youth.
So anything that makes mental health care easier and more accessible to families will, I hope, be a ripple effect into preventing gun violence.
Charles Bullock, a political science professor at UGA, says gun safety legislation can be important, but he agrees that mental health services will be beneficial in preventing gun violence.
For the gun violence we've seen in schools going back now a quarter of a century is more mental health. That probably would help. I doubt that would be the end-all for what we've been seeing in schools.
Mental health initiatives like Advantage BHS are building stronger connections and a safer environment for youth.
But I do think that we can proactively get to a place where we are hearing from kids that they're not doing well and can get ahead of when they have completely found themselves in crises.